Hey friends, it's Hannah. I wanted to chat counter while I get ready really quick because there are still some kinks being worked out, but things are actually selling out. So if there's something that you want, I would definitely order it. Things will be restocked as stuff happens, as things become available. So let me set up my little mirror because I'm not going to be able to see myself in the camera once I take my glasses off. So of course we all know I love the Beautycounter Skin Twin Creamy Concealer. I do use the lightest shade Fair 1 and mine's almost empty, so I'm hoping that in the next phase of products launching that this does become available, because basically this is all I use. It's super blendable. There is another brand of concealer that I'm okay with using and works on my skin tone. I won't tell you what it is unless I have to buy it, because it does have synthetic fragrance in it, so that's why I prefer this one. But the tone and the coverage of the other one really works for me. So hoping that this comes back really soon. If you like the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer or the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation, those products are available, and if you already ordered, those are set to ship out this week. So it said week of July 7th, so that's this week, so fully available now. If you wanted the Sheer Genius conditioning lipsticks, you have missed out. There were 8 shades available and they're fully sold out on the counter site now, so waiting for a restock on that. Unfortunately, I don't have any info on when that will be available, so I don't know. I'm not doing anything crazy today, but I just needed to get ready a little bit. And then this is a Becca Cosmetics palette. This is the Volcano Goddess palette, which I really just like the gigantic mirror, but also the lightest shade Cloud is really fair, and I have been just dabbing it on my under eyes to kind of set that little smudge of concealer and smooth everything out, because my under eyes are under eyeing, but I'm not feeling like doing foundation or anything. Just not into it right now. I do have the Beautycounter Essential Eyes palette. This is available right now in the Vintage Clean section. So Pashmina, Kona, Rosé, Parfait, and Silhouette. I like Rosé as like a good shimmer. It does have a little mirror as well, but I don't like it for my whole face because it's too small for that. But it's like nice packaging even for travel. So like I was saying, if you want this, it's available in Vintage Clean right now. I don't know how many units are still available or anything like that. I don't know if it's close to selling out. No idea. But it's available now, and there's not a lot of makeup available. Literally, we're at the Dew Skin and Skin Twin, and this palette is all the makeup currently available since the Sheer Genius conditioning lipsticks completely sold out. So I just do that like all over my lid. Literally, this is like the simplest eye makeup ever. And then I take like a little tiny liner brush into Kona. It's more of like a bronzy brown color, and I just do a little bit of lining with that. Not really worrying if I get too tight in there. It's okay if it's like a little smudgy, just like for a little deeper shade closer to my lashes. Again, don't really have any crazy plans, but there's a couple things I need to go do today, so I am gonna put myself together. Since it was my birthday, I have to put myself together now that I'm in the 30 club. Just kidding. We don't care about that. It be what it be. Okay. So that's that. That's literally all I'm gonna do. If you're into like a smoky eye, like you totally can with these. If you like something more neutral, it's nice. But I do recognize that for some skin tones, this isn't like the ideal palette. Like, it's not varied enough. Again, I love like the OG Beautycounter powder blush, which they haven't sold in a while, and I was gonna see what shade it is, but I literally can't tell you. Beautycounter, blah 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 blah. There's like a little box here, that's where it's supposed to tell you the shade. So no idea. I think it's not melon, whatever this one is. I do have one that is melon, that's why I was thinking that. I don't know, I could look it up and put it in the description when I figure it out, but I just go hard in here. It's a very buildable and blendable, so you can kind of go pretty heavy-handed on here and still not look crazy. Maybe it's called like carnation or something, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. Now I'm like, what is it called? The other one I do have is called Melon, and it's more of like a coral shimmer. This is more like a rosy pink, or like a pinky pink, I don't know. Pinky pink, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, I did have Melon listed on my eBay storefront for a little bit, just because there's so much product in here. I think there's 6 grams. Obviously they don't sell them anymore, but I was like, oh, maybe somebody wants it. I'm gonna be using this one for forever. And then they launched the Cheeky Clean Cream blushes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have all of these now, because I got the pre-sale bundle in all the shades. So I was like, those are 6 grams each. It's like, there's no way I'm ever gonna use all of these. So I was like, let me post it at retail. I think I ended up posting it just under retail because I did get it at a little bit of a discount. Jellies and Sorbet, we're hoping that these come back. And we already know the mascara. But I listed it and nobody even sent me an offer on it. I did have it set up to where you had to send me like a reasonable offer, like no low balls accepted, because I'm not even gonna look at that, eBay can automatically shoot it down for you if it's not within a range that you would potentially even consider it. So nobody even sent me any offers, so I was like, let me pull this from my site because I do love powder blush more than the cream blushes. I like cream blushes in a stick, which they did previously have, and I used mine until it was crusty. But as far as the cheeky clean cream blushes, I like them, but I just prefer a powder, honestly. I feel like cream is less forgiving. Like sometimes it might be more forgiving depending on what other products you're using, but it might be less forgiving if you like more powders or like a more matte finish. And then I also have this Glow talc-free highlighting powder in Kava. This was a holiday product, so you can't buy it. But this is, I know it's a highlighting powder, but this is basically a bronzer for me. It's summer, and I do go easy on this because I have pasty white skin, and we're not trying to look crazy, but just like a little brush of it is fine. But I really hope that jellies are available soon because I feel like jellies are everyone's favorite, like grab and go little lippy. I also anticipate the glosses. The glosses to be back. The only thing about those is I personally found, see, look at that, nice, okay. I personally found that the Beyond glosses, like if I had them in my purse, they would like get sticky around the top, like they would snap shut, like you could hear it, but it didn't like quite seal, or like if it was bouncing around in your bag, it wouldn't be like the best thing. So I don't think that we'll probably be seeing like highlighting or bronzing powders. I don't think we'll be seeing powder blush because they are gonna be talc free. I don't know. I do expect jellies to make a comeback at some point. I hope that mascara makes a comeback. I do have a couple of the minis, or probably 3 or 4, I don't know how many. I have several of the minis, so this is my last full-size one. So I have minis though, so I can last a while before I need to buy anything else. This is my last concealer, so we are on the last legs of this, hoping it comes back. Otherwise I will be having to buy something else, but like I said, there's something that I'm okay with using, even though it's like not the most ideal. The Essential Eyes palette, you can get this now in the Vintage Clean section. But as far as like updates and what I know, obviously the brand partner dashboard is not at 100% yet. They're still adding assets and things are still marked as coming soon. But as a consumer, as a customer, if you want to shop, you can shop with your brand partner. You can now join as a brand partner if you want to. There's no like discount like there used to be or anything, but you can earn your commissions. If you want info about that, I am happy to answer questions. You can also refer people to be a brand partner now, so that is opening up. If you want to subscribe to a product and have it auto ship, you can do that. I did double check there. If you have an active subscription and there's some kind of a whole website sale going on that will make your subscription cheaper than what your subscription price is, you will get the site-wide discount versus just your subscription discount, so you'll get the better deal, but you can't stack those deals, percentages, whatever. You can't stack those discounts, I guess. But that's super easy. If you're like, I don't want to think about this, I know how long the products typically last me, but like you can adjust it anytime. You can change your dates, your frequency, you can cancel it, you can pause it, you can whatever. There's no kind of cost involved with setting it up. Just, it's like setting up an auto ship, but like super flexible. And it's always been that way for Beautycounter, or now Counter. If you need a shared cart, I can now create it for you. That is now totally working. So if you want something, let a brand partner know. If you're not really feeling the let me see what's available and what's not thing, or if you're like, tell me what I need to buy, I don't know, they can do that for you and send you the cart. You check the cart, make sure it's what you want, and check out. Hit that loyalist button to get your $15 on every $200 you spend in store credit. Your next order, that $15 is automatically going to be subtracted from your total, so it's already going to be automatically redeemed for you the next time you shop, and that's a rolling $200. So if you spend like $225, you'll get your $15, and then you'll already have $15 towards your next $200 spent on the site. So that's really nice too, that you don't have to stress about it. It's already good to go there. Let me see if anything else has sold out other than the lipsticks. Let's see. We have currently in stock the All Bright C Serum, the Counter Time Red and Natural Plus Advanced Super Serum from the Counter Time line, the Counter Glow Hyaluronic Moisture Mist, Counter Glow Silky Skin Cleanser, Counter Glow Hyaluronic Hydrating Serum, Lotus Glow Cleansing Balm, Counter Time Lipid Defense Cleansing Oil, Counter Time Mineral Boost Hydrating Essence, Counter Time Antioxidant Soft Cream, Counter Time Tetrapeptide Supreme Cream, Counter Time Ultra Renewal Eye Cream, Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer, Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation, Overnight Resurfacing Peel, Clear Pore Cleanser, and the Brightening Facial Oil. And then in the Vintage Clean section, we do have the Counter Sun Daily Sheer Defense for Face. That's only SPF 25. And then the Counter Sun Mineral Sunscreen Mist SPF 30. Counter Control Matte Effect Gel Cream, Mighty Plump Ceramide Water Cream, Reflect Effect Bamboo Buff Exfoliating Polish, Counter Control Instant Matte Toner, Sugar Buff Body Polish in Lemongrass, Instant Eye Makeup Remover, Essentials Eye Palette, and the Counter Match Adaptive Moisture Lotion. So things from the Vintage Clean section have sold out. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you exactly what, but there were more products here than what there are now. And then the Sheer Genius Conditioning Lipsticks are an obvious thing that sold out. So a change or a difference is if something is sold out, you can't even view it on the site. So you cannot look at the details, you can't do any of that, which is something they rolled out during the in-between sales, and all of that is on the new site. If it's not available, you can't see it, period, which is good as far as you're not confused about what is and is not available. But then also, if you're just like looking at products and you don't know, and you're probably not gonna order right now, but you're just looking around, that could be confusing if you can't see everything. But again, I think they've done that to minimize confusion about what is and is not available. If you can't see it, it's not available, period. So there's 8 shades of the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer and 27 shades of the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. But so far so good. I haven't heard of anyone having any issues with shipping or anything. Shipping is going pretty fast. I really like the branding on all of the packaging, down to like the little tissue paper in your box covering your order says Counter all over it. Your box says Counter. Super cute. So if you have any questions about what is and is not going to be available, I don't know, unless it's actively available on the site right now. I honestly don't know. I have things that I hope are going to be available. I have things that I suspect will be available, but honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know. There will be phased rollout happening, so I hope phase 2 launches at like the end of the month, but again, I don't have a date on that right now, and I think Greg really wants to make sure everything goes smoothly before announcing the next phase, because you know, you don't want people to feel like you're announcing things and then you're not following through, even though Greg and the team are doing a fantastic job of communicating and everything. You know, when everything went down, we thought this was only going to be a 2-week pause, and then things were much worse than could have been anticipated. So I want to minimize any PR issues with that. But follow Counter, follow Greg. They're posting lots of Q&As. They're having the experts on the team, you know, do some stuff. They're sharing a lot of notes from customers and brand partners. So super cute stuff going on there. I don't know, what all do you guys even want to know? Or are you like, Hannah, shut up? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know. But I appreciate every single person who's ordered from me. I did get a referral pop through, so thank you for the one person who signed up under me. It's not set up like multi-level marketing where you build a team under yourself. You can have people join and be referred under you, and you can earn bonuses when they meet certain goals, but you can still shop under another brand partner and then earn commissions from your sales, but you're not going to be earning commissions on the sales made by the people under you. You're only earning your bonuses like they sign up under you. You get a bonus once they sell a certain amount, and then when you have a certain number of referrals under you. That's it. You're not like getting commissions from that. They are getting their commissions from that. You just get that referral bonus. So there's no pressure to necessarily be building a team, because it's not really set up that way. You can see the people who are attributed to you as the person who has referred them. But so that's like a difference, but it's kind of also set up that way because you get a higher commission on new customers than returning customers. So if you referred someone and then they have a new customer and they're earning a high commission off of them, and then you got part of a commission on them, what is Counter getting? What are Greg and the team getting? You know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and they want to make us as successful as possible, but they also want the team and the company to be profitable and successful as well. So I do like how it's set up. New orders, you're getting that higher percentage, so it does make you want people to order from you for their first time, but at the same time, you do want your returning customers to come back to you and order through your link if they're you know, comfortable with that, if they're cool with that. But again, like, no pressure, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we want them to bring back all of our favorite things, and we want to have them to have the money to be able to do fun things and be successful, so that we never have to go without these products ever again, because that wasn't fun. The only other thing that I have not talked about today is the Counterstun Mineral Sunscreen Lotion is what I want to be available again. We hope. I had one last bottle that I had opened, and my husband took it. So wear sunscreen, especially if you have scars or tattoos. Definitely put sunscreen on those areas every day. The sun is hot. You are not stronger than the sun. But everyone should be protecting their skin. So my husband took that bottle. It's fine. I ordered something else for myself because your girl needs sunscreen. But I'll tell you guys what it is later. Because it's not Counter. But it is a sunscreen that I've used before, and I like the formula of, and I'm okay with using it, even though it's not my beloved Counter. But again, as always, pop your questions into the comments. When I figure out what this shade is, I'll put it in the description, but I don't know. I have no idea. So confused. But okay, have a great day. I'll see you guys later after I finish running around, maybe, or in a couple days. Nobody knows which one it'll be. Bye.